Well, hello, everyone. We are so excited to be able to share with you another announcement. Pastor Holly and I just said a moment ago that this is the week of announcements. You heard, or the couple of weeks of announcements. You heard about our resuming in-person services last week. And this week, we're just excited to come together as a team here and to share with you another thing that we're going to be starting here at CrossView Church. And before we kind of jump into that, I just want to share and remind us all that all of what we're doing fits into our discipleship pathway. And what we're going to share specifically here, the beginning of a tutoring program, fits into the second step of our discipleship pathway, which is that we want to serve each other and serve our community, and specifically those immediately surrounding our community. So we're really excited to share about that and share where God has been leading us. So I'm going to jump in and ask Becky Shipman a question, and off we go. So Becky, you had this idea. You came to me with this idea about starting this tutoring program, but the fun thing about it is that God had been working and kind of pulling together all these different threads in a lot of different ways. And so do you want to just share a little bit about how God brought you to this idea and how this all got started?
Yeah, so you could say, I suppose, in some ways, this has been 8 years in the making, because I started teaching 8 years ago at Emerson, which is the local school that kids in the neighborhood of CrossView attend. And so I taught there for 6 years, and then I'm now in my second year of teaching at Machias Elementary in the upper grades. And so the whole time I've been teaching, I thought, I have so many kids and families that will come to me because the child's struggling with needing help in certain areas, reading, math. They might need just help with organizational skills, just need a good mentor. And it's been on my heart for a long time that somehow there need to be tutors out there that aren't costing families money, that are convenient, nearby. And so that's just always been in the back of my mind, but nothing's really happened with it. And then when you were preaching the Sunday about the discipleship pathway with reaching out to our community, and especially in these blocks right around the church, it just struck me, this is the time. This is the time for us to step up. And I felt like God was just prompting that something needs to happen here with tutoring. It's a great way to reach out to our community. So many fantastic people in the church that would be so well qualified to be mentors and tutors. And I just got really excited. And as you know, contacted you with this idea, and you and Holly just jumped right on board and got pretty excited about it. So I have a passion coming from a teacher standpoint, also though having kids that have grown up in the Snohomish schools, feeling like this is really a need for families that has been magnified tenfold during this coronavirus time, but that there's just such a strong need for this. And I'm thrilled that the church is willing to reach out and start this ministry.
Yeah. Well, we're so excited as well. I know when you sent me that email, it was not the first time that we had heard of this. And it was actually, I don't remember, Pastor Holly, it was multiple times that we'd been thinking of something like this. And then Becky, we met together and had a conversation where we were just like, whoa, God is doing something here and we need to pay attention. And so with this amazing A-team assembled and and has done some significant work in helping this get off the ground. So so let's share the heart behind our tutoring program. Tiffany, you were sharing a little bit just before. You want to share with us kind of your heart and the vision for this?
Sure. Yes. So I work in a local high school, and just this last year, just knowing so many families and kids, just hearing every day phone calls from parents, families, students who are just really struggling. And a couple of my coworkers and I had been praying every other day. We've been praying 3 days a week for our staff, for our district, for our students, for the families. And it was just this burden on our hearts. And kind of just struck me going to some of the school board meetings and hearing the heart-wrenching loneliness factor, the social and emotional just pain that kids are in right now, that it just really felt like even when school opens up, that's a lot to be on educators. It's really a lot for teachers to have to manage getting kids up to speed with their education and with all the things they have to do, and also meet this new social and emotional pain that's been going on this last year. So long story short, it just sort of hit me that, this is really the opening for all the churches in our community, not just ours, but I'm really excited for us to reach out to the neighborhoods just right around us. We've got Emerson, we've got Central, we've got Snohomish High School and Cascade View or whatnot, but we could be doing a lot of things, and opening our doors for the kids just is huge on my heart. I just can't wait to be able to let schools know that we're here for them, that we're a community, that we see the kids, that we love them. And we just want to come around our community. And this is just such an exciting opportunity with team members and everything we've been talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks,
Well,
Tiffany.
Pastor Kyle talked about this being the A team here, and I have just been so blown away by how this team came together, because at the same time that Becky was talking with Pastor Kyle, we received communication emails from you, Tiffany, about your heart for this as well, though you and Becky had not communicated. And so that was just another affirmation that this is the direction God is leading us. And I will say that for years, I have heard from David here about a ministry he's been involved in the past, a tutoring ministry, and how it was such a meaningful experience. And even comments of hoping that we could do something like that at CrossView, because it was such a good experience. So David, could you tell us about that, your experience in that ministry?
Yeah, I have just really, it was a privilege to be a part of a ministry and an outreach program at a church I was previously at and serving in. And it was a tutoring program that we started, and it was a opportunity to really connect and meet with kids that were in desperate need. A lot of them were in families where their parents didn't speak English or English well, so they were kind of stuck in not being able to get a lot of help from others. And so we found that need, and we dove in and addressed that. And it was an amazing time connecting with our community and these young kids. And I have so many significant memories, stories from that. I'd love to share one of them, just of the potential impact that you by joining us and who wants to be a part of this can have. It would probably been a few weeks into when tutoring had started, and it was tough because a lot of these kids are just kind of bouncing off the walls, and we're here trying to get some homework done, and they're not wanting to do homework, believe it or not. But there's just one boy in particular, and I could tell when we started homework, something was up. He was kind of shut down, disengaged, and I was just talking to him, just seeing how life was. And all of a sudden he had shared, just kind of opened up a little bit and said that his older brother, who was 18, had just graduated high school. And this boy was probably 11. His older brother was graduated high school, was at a party, and was shot and killed. He started crying. And this had happened months ago, but obviously the wounds are still deep and fresh for this boy. And I just got to be there for him. Didn't fix anything for him, but just was someone that he could talk to and felt comfortable enough to open up to. And many other of the kids I know were going through things. Some of them didn't share, and some of them did. But there's a amazing opportunity that lies before us in this tutoring program. Yes, we want to help kids with school, but we also want to show them that we care about them, and there's other people in their lives that love them. Mm-hmm. And this is the chance that we have to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's amazing. I love that. Thanks, David. That's so true. That this is tutoring is helpful and important and needed, but the opportunity that we have to have an impact on the lives of these students and their families is significant. We keep talking about taking loving action for those toward those around us. That's part of this, and it can have deep and lasting effects. Thanks for that great insight and story, David. So Tom, we don't want to leave you out of this. We had kind of called Tom the man with the plan. I know this team had been working together, but Tom, you want to take us a little bit through what this looks like? And then we will have more specific information for everyone on our website, and you can find that at mycrossview.com, and you can hopefully get all your questions answered there, or know how to contact us in case you have more questions. But Tom, you want to take us through that a little bit?
Sure. And just because of the variety of experience that we've had, the 5 or 6 of us who've been talking about so far, we recognize we need 2 nights of tutoring, one for elementary students and one for high school students, because the need spans all the way from kindergarten through the graduation from high school. Yeah. And we don't have that much space in our building with the number of people we can have in there right now. Both nights will happen at church. And students who are coming will need to go through a COVID screening, and then we'll head into the building where we'll have a room set up where students will be working essentially at their own tables, separated apart from each other. As we start this, we need tutors, of course. So if you feel like you can help students with any level of academic skill, that's great. But we also need people to welcome students and their families, show them into the building, help set up, take down, clean. But I think most of all, what we really need are people who have a real heart for forming a relationship with these kids, and in just helping them get through some tough times. It's pretty likely that the hardest difficulties we're going to face are not really academic. And we really want to show the students that they matter in this world.
Yeah, that's really great. So we want to wrap up this time together, but we want to invite you to an evening where this group of people will share more about what this is going to look like and share more about the heart of it. And so Pastor Holly, you want to take us through the details of that meeting together? And
Yeah, we would love to invite you to just learn more about this plan for our tutoring ministry. We actually see that this need is immediate, and so we want to address it immediately. And so the vision here is to actually begin tutoring on Monday, March 1st, which, if you've got a calendar pulled out, is really, really soon. So we want to just hit the ground running and share these relationships and share this ministry with the folks in our neighborhood. So we invite you to join us for a vision night, which we will be holding on Zoom. You don't have to, leave your house. Just join us on Zoom. And that is on Sunday, February 21st, which is this upcoming Sunday. And we're going to be here on Zoom at 7 o'clock. It'll be this group, and we just really want to share more details about what this program looks like, the heart behind it, and specifically how you can get involved. Because as Tom shared, there's a need for tutors and mentors, for greeters, for folks who are bilingual and can speak both Spanish and English. There's a great need there as well. So we just want to invite you to join us and learn more this Sunday, 7 o'clock on Zoom. And you can find that information on our website as well at www.mycrossview.com.
Well, thanks everybody. Really, I'm thankful that God has led this group of people to start this ministry at this time. He's confirmed it in many, many ways, and we're excited to see what He will do through this. So thanks for coming. Thanks for sharing, and we'll see you all later.